Alright guys, so I'm starting off with some of my Woman's Best BCAA powder, and this just helps keep me hydrated and helps my muscles. And so to start this yoga session, you're just going to start by taking a couple deep breaths in and out. And when you're ready, you're going to sweep the arms up towards the sky and exhale. Take another deep breath in and exhale, sweep down to the floor, taking your hands behind your ankles and gently letting gravity take you down. And then I'm just going to walk my legs. I'm just going to bend one at a time just to keep warming them up. And then we're going to sweep the arms back up and down. Again, deep breath in and forward fold down. And go ahead and walk the legs out. Placing the hands on the ground, we're going to step back into down dog. And in this down dog position, it is important to keep your back as straight as possible and straighten out your legs if possible, even if that means keeping your heels off the ground. But slowly but surely you can start pressing your heels in towards the ground. And now go ahead and walk your legs. And go ahead and bend both legs up and down. Now we're going to go into plank, so tucking the stomach in, chaturanga down, into up dog. And we're going to push back into down dog. Taking one leg up, keep the toes pointed towards the ground and your hips as square as possible. And then you're going to release that hip up and letting your leg come as high as possible and just really stretch through your hamstrings. Pull the knee in, place it on the ground between your hands, and reach up into Warrior One, and then open up into Warrior Two. Reaching back towards the wall behind you, and then sweeping the arms down back towards the floor. And we're going to go ahead and step back into plank. Chaturanga down, and push through to up dog, and back to downward dog. And we're going to do the other side, so go ahead and lift that leg up, keeping the toes pointed towards the ground, hips square, and then releasing the hips all the way up. Pulling the knee in between the shoulders, placing the foot on the ground, and reaching up into Warrior One, and then opening into Warrior Two. Reaching for the wall behind you, we're going to stretch, and then placing your hands on the ground. And then we're going to rotate back to plank, and chaturanga down to up dog. And going back to down dog. Now we're going to walk our feet up to our hands and sweep the arms up. Exhale down. Deep breath in and out. And we're going to make our way back towards the ground. We're going to do some cat and cow, so placing all fours on the ground. Making sure your hands are shoulder width apart. Take a deep breath in. and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. And we'll do this one more time. And we're going to push back into child's pose. So hip goes down between your legs and your arms stretch out in front of you. And then you're going to reach the arms to your right side and stretch. And then shift the arms to the opposite side and relax. And once you're ready, you can go ahead and make your way back to the center, coming back to all fours. We're going to push back into down dog. And just go ahead and walk out the legs one more time. You should feel your down dog at this point getting a little bit more stretchy, a little bit more loose. And just take a deep breath here and release. And we're going to shift back into plank. You're going to rotate your hips to the side. And we're going to move into side plank. So reaching one arm up, planting that other arm into the ground. Keeping your core nice and tight. Now we're going to shift to the other side. And move back into plank. Chaturanga down to up dog. And we're going to push back into child's pose one more time. Alright, moving back into down dog. We're going to walk our feet back up to our hands. Deep breath in, sweeping the arms up and down. Breath in. Exhale, we're going to move into chair pose. Taking your hands to heart center, and we're going to rotate to one side, keeping the heels flat on the ground as possible, keeping our knees together, and twisting to the other side. Back to center, and deep breath in, and exhale. We're going to practice some bouncing poses, so we're going to move into tree, lifting the foot above the knee, hands to your center, and then when you're ready you can reach your arms up. And back to center, we're going to switch legs, so lifting that foot again above the knee, hands to center. Reaching the arms up. And release back down. Go ahead and walk through your legs. And now we're going to make our way back to the floor, so slowly lower yourself back down onto the mat. Now we're going to lift our feet up and over into plow. And then you're going to place the hands behind your back for support and lifting your legs as high as possible. You're just going to start cycling your legs. And go ahead and lower your hips back down to the mat. Grabbing your toes, you're going to pull your legs down to your shoulders into happy baby. And then bringing your knees together, you're going to pull one knee into your shoulder. And then pull it over the opposite leg, keeping your opposite shoulder on the ground and looking the opposite way. And bring it back to center. And other side. Now we're just going to lift up off the ground with our arms. And then we're going to go ahead and lift our hips off the ground into tabletop. And place your hips back on the ground. We're going to go ahead and open our hips. So you're going to grab your leg and just cradle it like a baby and go ahead and gently rock back and forth. And then switch to the other side. And go ahead and deep breath, sweeping the arms in, forward fold over the legs. Deep exhale here. And then slowly going up, we're going to go ahead and engage our core. So you're going to lift your legs off the ground into boat pose. And then if you can, go ahead and extend the legs. And then go ahead and roll down back to your mat. Stretching the arms above your head, pulling in opposite directions. And then go ahead, bring your arms back down to your side and just relax. Thank you for doing yoga with me today. I hope you enjoyed this Yoga 101. This is a great way to just ease back into fitness after the holidays. This is an easy flow you can do just in the morning or right before you go to bed. And I look forward to seeing you in my next videos.